Hello, me in the future, and Sharon maybe, and whoever else might happen to stumble across this video. This is my weekly report where I just keep a record of everything I've done each week. So we'll start off by jumping to the desktop, and here is what my week looks like starting from Monday. And you'll see that I took some time off over Christmas, so always necessary. So first thing I did this week was I got a load of sign-ups on Done Good, which is this app. So I just wanted to send an email to those people and say, hey, if you haven't seen, I've done quite a lot of new stuff on here. For instance, Done Good / we can go here. I've done all these videos and that just sort of explain different ways of using it. So I had to actually build a system to send these emails because I wanted to be able to just say hello username. So I built a little thing. So it's a form that lets me set a campaign ID, subject line, write some markdown. So I assembled all the links of all the different videos. I've selected one email address, and if I go preview, one recipient, sent to one people, oops. But yeah, so this just generates an email, and then if I just hit the button, this will actually send it to me now if I press this, but it's just me. So it just uses, if it's sending a load of emails, I've actually made it sort of, it skips it if it's already sent one with that campaign ID. So you see it didn't actually send this one. But what it does is it ticks through all of the messages one at a time. So if I see that I've made a stupid mistake or the names are coming in weird or something happens, I can interrupt it rather than it just going onto the server and going crazy. So you can see I ended up spending the entire Monday on that just to send an email to people. So I managed to get that done. So that was nice. Then the next thing I did was I was just trying to figure out what I'm going to do because these shortcuts. It's the last thing I did was finish that Changes website. Good to hear /changes. So this I deployed sort of late on in December. I think this is done now. So it's got all the stuff. It's got these little pop-ups. It's got this thing. So that was the last thing I did. So then it was a case of what am I going to work on next? So I had to think about it, meditated on it, and then I thought what I want is a weekly report so that I know where I'm up to. So what I've done is designed up, and I'm not going to let you see this too much, but I've designed this report format that I do each week. Since no one's watching this, I'm not going to worry too much. I don't really mind being transparent about this stuff either. But basically, the idea is I can just see my overall what's going on and then just pick what to focus on. So what I picked was good habits. Last week, I've got last week's as well. Last week's, I sold one in-app purchase, but I had 642 active users that week. So what's going on? Why aren't I converting anyone? So Good Habits has a screen which it's a small in-app purchase that lets you unlock data visualizations. So I just decided, well, let's make that a bit more of a value. Let's make that a bit more obvious why you do it. So I did a bit of research recently on what that could look like and what apps, and I settled on this design. So I've been working on an implementation of this. So let me just see if I've got anything. Now you see, the other thing I did was, before I go on to that, let me just mention that. The other thing I did was to work out what to do. I'm gonna actually thumbs up, thumbs down support. So I can say, actually I quite enjoyed doing that. And then start to create a report of which things I enjoyed and which I didn't. That was, did I enjoy working on that? Figure out, add mood ratings to activities. Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. And in the weekly report, I found a little bit figure out what I'm doing, and then this report thing like was causing me some problems, as you can see. I was trying to tried loads of different tools for this report actually. Like I was trying to use Coda for it, but Coda just doesn't give you enough control over like presentation. So it's just a bit of a non-starter for things sometimes. And then Google Sheets I tried Glide, I tried Google's app thing. I was thinking about, can I automate it? Can I do what? But in the end, I was just like, I'm just going to make a sketch document. I'm just going to copy in the data. And it'll be kind of a mindful task each week. And so that's how I decided what to work on this week, which was kind of finish the design for the new screen. So we're already up to Thursday. Let's have a little quick music break. It's a Christmas present. I have yet another kalimba. So just back to the new design. So I've got this sketch. I thought I'd make it look like this, and then here is my work in progress. So I'm trying to do this as sort of engineer this as passively as possible using Swift UI. So if we run it on a device, just wait for that to build. There's not too much code to this, but one thing that's difficult with it is that watching the scrolling to make this change. I haven't quite got that working yet, even though I grabbed this code. I don't know why it's not scrolling. But the other thing is, as we build it and run it, this should appear now. Man. I also getting fake data in and making the data sort of sane. It took a bit of effort, but now we're at the point with good habits, don't break the chain. If this ever decides to launch, my video runtime is spreading out. And this is a bit, but it hasn't broken. Come on. Right, so here's the work in progress. And you can see I'm just trying to debug some problems. The numbers are debugging. So you can just see I'm sort of, it's looking pretty good. But I'm just trying to figure out things. So June the 1st, July the 1st, these should all land on the 1st. So that's, but yeah, why is that one not landing on the 1st? But the other ones are. So I'm just trying to figure out the errors in my logic that is throwing off some of the, that's supposed to start on the 1st of June, but it's not. I just need to figure out some bugs with this data visualization and get this thing to come in. Right, let's have another quick clip. So I think that's probably the bulk of it for this week. To be honest, I felt like I've been doing a bit too much sitting on the couch and thinking this week, but it's got to be done, hasn't it? But I'm really just trying to think what do I want to be? How do I want to live my life? Because I feel like I spend a lot of time trying to work things out. I enjoy programming and fixing things, but I feel like I spend a lot of time being angry at the computer and having a scowl on my face. And it's I need to pick some things that don't make me angry to work on, or I need to just assess the balance of those things, which things are benefiting me and which aren't. And so the idea with this thumbs up, thumbs down thing in Dungood is just to start tracking whether I'm enjoying different tasks. And then if something I always hate doing it, either just get rid of that project or delegate it somehow. Find someone to delegate it, and then just try and change the balance of what I'm working on to things that I enjoy working on. Because, then I'll work longer hours and do better work. The one last thing I can show you actually, that I did do over Christmas was just start to think of some ideas. So I've been researching bullet journals, and I'll zoom in on this a little bit. So I've been researching bullet journals, and I thought I'd just start sort of assembling some ideas. So this is like my I'm sort of thinking, can I be quite sort of do some stuff on changes and be quite like artistic about it? So I'm trying to keep this in focus. This camera is not very autofocusing. So I've been just sketching out some little ideas of things I could do and little, sort of vignettes. And I've even started, like sort of using that bullet journal format a little bit. And I think this will carry into, see my face, start carrying into changes. But yeah, I'm just thinking. I watched Soul over Christmas, and I just wanted to like make a little music generated by your emotions that has that piano, but do it as though it's on the table. But I sort of want to throw myself into some sort of deep, beautiful projects this year if I can, but not if they make me angry because I can't figure anything out and I'm out of my comfort zone when I'm doing visual stuff, like, which is always a danger with this. But it's always like it's hard to start, but then you get into it. But yeah, I haven't quite hit my stride yet, is all I'm trying to say. But I'm working on it in the way that I do. Sort of some things I've been putting this reporting stuff off, just figuring out what I wanted to know. And if you sort of go from the analytics side, it's like it just gives you stuff that you don't know, that you can't use. So it's better to decide what you want to know and then like work on those numbers. But anyway, that's where I'm up to this week. So I will hopefully be a bit more coherent next week and have a bit more work to show. Does it say my total? I haven't got my total hours worked on this report. But yeah, I'll see you next. Well, I'll see you now by turning to my left, Chaz. And anyone else, if you are watching this, let me know and let me know if you got anything out of it, or if there's some thing you want me to lean into a bit more than. I can explain some more stuff, but at the moment, I feel like I'm the only person that's watching this, so it's just for me. All right, see you next week. Bye!